mountains touch the sky and the auroras paint the night with vibrant colors, there lay a remote village known as Aurora Springs. This village was renowned for its breathtaking views of the northern lights and its rich history of indigenous culture and legends. In Aurora Springs lived a young woman named Emily, who had always dreamed of seeing the northern lights up close. The villagers spoke of an ancient legend that told of a hidden artifact connected to the lights, said to hold the key to understanding the mysteries of the cosmos. This artifact was known as the Celestial Amulet. One crisp winter morning, Emily decided that she would embark on a journey to find the Celestial Amulet. She prepared for her adventure by packing a warm parka, a pair of sturdy snowshoes, and a small bag of provisions. With a heart full of excitement and a sense of determination, she set off into the snow-covered wilderness. As Emily ventured into the forest, she marveled at the beauty of the snow-laden pines and the icy, glistening streams. The air was filled with the crisp scent of pine needles and the sound of the crunching snow beneath her snowshoes. The sky was a canvas of pale blue, with the promise of the northern lights shimmering on the horizon. After hours of trekking through the snow, Emily reached the edge of a vast glacier. The glacier was a stunning expanse of ice and snow, stretching as far as the eye could see. She noticed a cave entrance partially concealed by a thick layer of ice. Feeling a sense of awe and anticipation, Emily decided to explore the cave. Inside the cave, the temperature was much warmer than outside, and the walls were adorned with ancient rock carvings depicting scenes of mythical creatures and celestial phenomena. The carvings told stories of the First Nations people and their deep connection to the land and the stars. As Emily ventured further into the cave, she stumbled upon a hidden chamber illuminated by the soft glow of bioluminescent moss. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal with the celestial amulet resting upon it. The amulet was an intricate piece of art made of polished stone and adorned with symbols representing the sun, the moon, and the stars. Before Emily could reach the amulet, a voice echoed through the chamber. To claim the celestial amulet, you must first prove your worthiness by solving 3 tests of wisdom and courage. Emily turned to see an elderly man, dressed in traditional indigenous attire, emerging from the shadows. He introduced himself as Grandfather Anouk, the guardian of the amulet. With a warm smile, he began the first test. Test 1. The Riddle of the Stars. Grandfather Anouk asked, I am not alive, yet I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? Emily thought carefully, recalling her knowledge of the natural world. A fire, she answered confidently. Grandfather Anouk nodded in approval and handed Emily a small feather. You have passed the first test. Now, for the second test. Test 2. The Trial of the Heart. Grandfather Anouk led Emily to a small lake within the cave. In the center of the lake was a floating island with a golden key resting upon it. To retrieve the key, Emily had to demonstrate her courage and compassion. To reach the island, you must navigate across the lake on a raft made of ice blocks. Along the way, you will encounter challenges that test your resolve. Remember, the key to success lies in maintaining a balance of bravery and kindness. Emily carefully constructed the raft using the ice blocks and began her journey across the lake. As she navigated the treacherous waters, she encountered frost-covered obstacles and harsh winds. Despite the challenges, she remained focused and compassionate, helping a small snow hare that had become entangled in a tangle of frozen branches. With perseverance and empathy, Emily reached the floating island and retrieved the golden key. Grandfather Anouk greeted her with a smile. "You have shown both courage and compassion. Now, for the final test. Test 3. The Wisdom of the Ancients." Grandfather Anouk took Emily to a large rock formation covered with ancient petroglyphs. He explained, "The petroglyphs depict the stories of our ancestors. To pass this test, you must interpret the meaning of these symbols and explain their significance." Emily studied the petroglyphs, which depicted scenes of animal spirits, seasonal changes, and celestial events. She recognized symbols representing the boreal forest, the changing seasons, and the migration patterns of animals. She carefully explained how these symbols reflected the interconnectedness of nature and the importance of living in harmony with the environment. Grandfather Anouk was pleased with Emily's insights. "You have demonstrated wisdom and respect for our traditions. You are now worthy of the celestial amulet." Emily approached the pedestal and gently lifted the amulet. As she held it in her hands, a sense of profound peace washed over her. The amulet's intricate design seemed to shimmer with the light of the northern lights, revealing its true power. Grandfather Anouk explained, "The celestial amulet holds the knowledge of the cosmos and the wisdom of our ancestors. It is a symbol of the bond between the earth and the stars." With the amulet in hand, Emily made her way back to Aurora Springs. The villagers gathered to hear her tale of adventure and discovery. As she shared the lessons she had learned of wisdom, courage, and compassion, she also spoke of the beauty and significance of the northern lights. The villagers were inspired by Emily's journey and the stories of the ancient guardians. They celebrated with a grand feast where they shared stories, songs, and dances that honored their heritage and the natural wonders. The northern lights danced across the sky that night, casting a magical glow over the village. Emily gazed up at the shimmering lights and felt a deep sense of gratitude for the adventure she had undertaken and the wisdom she had gained. The story of Emily and the celestial amulet became a cherished legend in Aurora Springs. It was passed down through generations, a reminder of the beauty of the natural world and the importance of respecting and honoring one's heritage. Emily continued to explore the vast landscapes of Canada, always seeking new adventures and learning from the rich tapestry of cultures and traditions. Her journey was a testament to the idea that the true treasure of life lies not in material wealth, but in the knowledge, experiences, and connections we make along the way. And so, the legend of the celestial amulet lived on, inspiring others to embark on their own quest for wisdom and discovery, forever illuminated by the awe-inspiring northern lights. Hello again, English learners. In today's lesson, we're going to dive into some fascinating vocabulary from our story, The Celestial Quest in Canada. These words and phrases will not only help you understand the story better, but also expand your English language skills. Let's get started. First up, we have Aurora Springs. This is the name of a fictional village in our story. Now, fictional means it's made up, imaginary, Aurora Springs is famous in our tale for its stunning view of the northern lights. Have you ever heard of the northern lights? They're also known as the Aurora Borealis, a natural light display that you can see in the sky, especially in places close to the Arctic, like Canada. Next, let's talk about the celestial amulet. In the story, this is a mystical object, a kind of artifact. Now, celestial refers to anything related to the sky or the cosmos, like stars and planets. And an amulet is usually something that people believe brings good luck or protection. So, the celestial amulet is like a magical connection to the heavens. As Emily, our main character, prepares for her journey, she packs a parka. A parka is a warm jacket with a hood, perfect for cold weather. And when she walks through the deep snow, she wears snowshoes. These are special shoes that spread your weight over a larger area, so you don't sink into the snow. Pretty clever, right? Emily also brings along some provisions for the journey. Now, provisions are the supplies or food you need when you're going on a trip, especially one that might be long or difficult. You want to be well prepared, just like Emily. What drives Emily on her quest is her determination. Determination means having a strong will to achieve something, even if it's hard. It's a key quality for anyone on a mission. As Emily travels, she passes through forests filled with pines. Pines are a type of evergreen tree, trees that stay green all year round, even in winter. They have needle-like leaves and cones and are common in cold climates, just like in Canada. On her journey, Emily encounters a glacier. A glacier is a huge mass of ice that moves very slowly over land. Imagine walking near this giant, frozen river. It's both beautiful and a little intimidating. As she continues, she comes across an ice and snow landscape. These are both forms of frozen water. In cold climates, ice and snow cover the ground and create stunning scenery, though it can be challenging to travel through. Emily finally reaches a cave entrance. The entrance is simply the opening to the cave, the place where Emily steps inside to continue her adventure. Inside, she discovers rock carvings. These are images or designs that people long ago etched into the rock surface. Each carving tells a story or holds a special meaning. As Emily explores further, she learns about the First Nations people. These are the indigenous peoples of Canada, with rich cultures and histories that go back thousands of years. Emily's journey helps her appreciate the deep connection between the land and these cultures. In the depths of the cave, Emily finds bioluminescent moss. This might sound like something out of a fantasy, but bioluminescence is real. It's a natural glow that some plants and animals produce. So, imagine walking through a dark cave and seeing moss that actually lights up. Magical, isn't it? Along the way, Emily also finds an artifact. An artifact is an object that has historical or cultural significance. It's like a piece of history that you can hold in your hands, connecting you to people from the past. Another fascinating object in the story is a feather. In many cultures, feathers symbolize different things, like freedom or spiritual connection. Feathers are light and delicate, and they're also part of what makes birds so special. Emily's journey takes her past a lake. A lake is a large body of water surrounded by land. Lakes can be peaceful places where you might find tranquility or a sense of calm. In one part of the story, Emily comes across a floating island. This is an island that seems to float on water. It's often used in stories to create a sense of mystery or magic, representing something extraordinary. As Emily continues, she finds a golden key. A key usually opens something, like a door or a treasure chest. In this case, the golden key represents access to something valuable or important. When Emily needs to cross a frozen lake, she builds a raft using ice blocks. These are chunks of ice that can be used to create structures. It's a creative and resourceful way to solve a problem. In the snowy wilderness, Emily spots a snow hare. This is a type of rabbit that's perfectly adapted to cold environments. Its fur turns white in the winter, helping it blend in with the snow, a great example of nature's adaptability. She also notices frozen branches along the way. These are tree branches covered in ice, making them glisten in the sunlight. It's a beautiful but cold sight, adding to the wintry atmosphere. At one point, Emily marvels at a rock formation. A rock formation is a natural arrangement of rocks that has been shaped by wind, water, and time. These formations can create stunning landscapes that look almost otherworldly. On the rocks, Emily discovers petroglyphs. These are carvings or engravings created by ancient peoples, often to convey messages or tell stories. Petroglyphs are like ancient art that speaks to us across time. As Emily journeys through the boreal forest, she experiences the heart of Canada's wilderness. The boreal forest is a type of forest found in northern regions, filled with coniferous trees like pines and spruces. It's a cold but beautiful place, teeming with life. Throughout the story, Emily encounters symbols of animal spirits. In many cultures, animals are believed to have spiritual significance. These animal spirits can represent qualities like strength, wisdom, or protection. The story also touches on celestial events. Celestial relates to the sky or the cosmos, and these events include things like eclipses, meteor showers, or the movement of planets. They remind us of the vastness and wonder of the universe. At the end of his journey, Aiden feels a deep sense of peace. Peace is a state of tranquility and harmony, something we all seek in our lives. It's that calm, quiet feeling when everything feels just right. Finally, Aiden reflects with gratitude. Gratitude is a feeling of being thankful and showing appreciation. It's an important part of the story's message, that we should be thankful for the experiences we have found this lesson both intriguing and educational. Remember, as you continue your English learning journey, it's not just about understanding the words.